Hello, everyone. I thought this would be interesting, and maybe I'll make it a regular thing or sporadic every now and then or something. But I kind of wanted to give you an update on what's been going on in AI news lately, and things that just so you understand a bit of what's happening and how it can apply to you, whether you're an entrepreneur, a freelancer, run a business, or anything along those lines. And if you use AI, then this should help to give you an idea as to how it works and what's going on kind of behind the scenes. And so the main reason I wanted to do it was this main story that came out that I saw today is that they had this system prompts reveal. So what happened was that people were able to figure out what some of the system prompts were for AI models. So what does this mean? The AI models are ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, all these main models, these AI websites that people go to and use them. And they're trained so that you don't understand what their system prompt is, i.e., what instructions they have as to how they should operate. Um, and there was recent, if you follow my newsletter, then you know there was a goblin example where for some reason ChatGPT kept referring to goblins and stuff like that. And apparently they have instructions not to mention goblins. In fact, they have the same instruction four times. So, yeah, what people did was they were able to extract some of these prompts. What usually happens that if you say, show me the system prompt, it'll refuse. So they asked the AI to sort of edit it, debug it, or fix it. And because the models are trained to be cooperative through RLHF, which is receive learning human feedback, uh, this means that sometimes, they'll let you know what's going on. So let's get into it. What did they reveal? OpenAI revealed that it had, these priorities: readability, accessibility, etc. Notable restrictions: avoid certain overused phrases, avoid unsolicited discussion of advertising, and avoid goblin troll references. By the way, no one knows why this happens. Okay, why ChatGPT every now and then will mention goblins or trolls, and it's no one knows. It's because it goes beyond hallucination. Like no one knows why this happens. But anyway, interesting. And so yeah, and so the implication is that it's highly sensitive to public perception and product tone. Anthropic, so this is Claude. Its main obsession seems to be copyright compliance, which is probably a good thing. And it prompts reportedly contain thousands of words emphasizing, yeah, IP protection, avoiding lyrics reproduction. It will not reproduce any type of song lyrics. I didn't even know that. And strict safety behavior, etc. And so it's a very cautious personality they give it. On the other side of the spectrum, you have the XAI Grok, which, as you probably can figure out, it's sort of the opposite. It's anti-censorship, less moral filtering, fewer restrictions, and yeah, this clearly reflects Elon Musk's ideological preferences. I thought it was interesting. Ironically, Grok later needed instructions telling it to not automatically rely on Musk's own posts for controversial political topics. So yeah, and then Gemini had a strong focus on not being biased and not adhering to stereotypes and representational fairness. So actually, this is probably more the polar opposite of Grok, I would say. And this is just, yeah, focusing more on IP protection, copyright, etc. And So yeah, this comes after they got some criticism over historically inaccurate image generation, yeah, diverse depictions of historical figures, etc. So what does this mean for you? Um, so what it means is that when you use AI, you need to worry about what it does. So everyone knows about AI hallucinations, but in a recent edition of the newsletter, I talked about this. There are many other issues you need to worry about: copyright, toxicity, and stuff like this. And so you should take these into account. So it seems like if you are worried about, say, toxicity, you should not be using Grok, because this means that certain things might be put in that might be offensive to certain groups, certain things that might be, insulting to certain people, and or that might be discriminating against certain people, stuff like this. On the other hand, if you use Gemini, then you don't have to worry about that at all. In fact, it might go the opposite way and just make sure it's totally inclusive for stuff. On the other, and but other things you need to worry about are stuff like IP and whatnot. And so Claude, it seems like, is a great place to protect yourself against IP protection and whatnot. Because yeah, once again, if you're using AI for whatever you're doing, creating your business reports, your presentations, stuff like that, you do need to worry about these things, because it'll pop up suddenly something that's offensive to a certain group, or something that is violation of some IP, some copyright, some trademark, especially with competitors. We see this because if you ask AI to create a presentation about your company, it's going to get its information from the web. So a lot of it's from your company, and a lot of it's going to be from your closest competitors. So anyway, it's important to keep this in mind, and I think it's quite interesting to see sort of how the hot dog is made here, and it lets us understand more about how to use these. So that's pretty much it. There's some other things, but I don't think I think let's just leave it at that for now. I think that's the most interesting thing that came up today. And let me know if you want me to do more of these kind of brief updates on AI and how they pertain to businesses. Things that might be useful or interesting, or things that you should know as a business with AI. Anyway, I'll leave it at that for now. And otherwise, I'll talk to you next time. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Everyone's using AI. But don't panic. Here's what I learned. AI won't replace you. It amplifies you. AI is your eager intern. For job searches, resume writing, and much, much more. AI for professionals and entrepreneurs shows you how. 71% of employers now prefer AI experience. Get prompts, templates, and workflows. Work with AI, not against it. Available now on Amazon. Stop panicking. Start thriving.